Hey folks, JJ coming to you from the downtown studios once again of Jewitt Guitars in lovely Cleveland, Ohio. Lovely but cold. It's March 2nd and it's still pretty cold here in Cleveland, but we're warming up and getting ready for spring. And speaking of spring, I've got some guitars that are going to be presented at the Artisan Guitar Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, April 13th through the 15th, I believe. And I've got one of them here. And this one is my JJ model, or small jumbo. And it's a 15.5-inch lower bout, so it's a little bit of a bigger guitar, but we've put some comfort features on it to make it a little bit more comfortable to play if you're a smaller person like me. But let's talk a little bit about some of the woods we've got on this. First of all, let's start with this top. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous German spruce top that was sonically graded by me at Jewitt Guitars. Now, sonically graded is a term that's used to talk about or denote a procedure where we use a acoustic software program to evaluate the frequency response of a top. And it allows us to kind of get a feeling for how to manipulate the top in terms of how thin we'll make it, how we'll brace it, to get a specific sound out of it. And this top tested really in about the top, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, we would say this is about a 9.5. 10 tops, that is almost unbelievable. But if you get between 9 and 10, it's a really good top. And this was about a 9.5. So what we decided to do was pair this with an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous set of Honduran rosewood, which is a rosewood you don't see a lot on guitars. Honduran rosewood is the rosewood or the wood that's used in marimbas. It's got terrific, terrific tap tone. And it's a rosewood that produces a very, very bright, clean sound to an acoustic guitar with just tons of sustain. You'll see that or hear that in the demos. But let's talk about some of the other things we've got going on this guitar. I talked about the Honduran rosewood back. Up here at the German spruce top, we did an absolutely killer rosette. It's got a mosaic that's built out of or crafted out of little tiny pieces of some dyed and stabilized burl wood that I had here. That's kind of a green color. We've got some blues in here. We've got some spalted tamarind in here. And I think, well, I never really count, but I think there's probably about maybe 40 or 50 small pieces of wood in here. It's an absolutely gorgeous rosette. I'll get some close-ups of it. And, well, let's start up here, and we'll talk about some of the other features. I've got a Madagascan rosewood head plate up here because I have a Madagascan rosewood or Madagascar rosewood fingerboard. That's another type of rosewood you don't see a lot of, but it's a very nice colored, particularly if you get some of that brick red colors in it. And it also has some absolutely gorgeous black lines going through it. So we decided to do a fingerboard that was Madagascan rosewood, and we matched that with a cocobolo bridge down here with a bone saddle, bone nut, and I've got 1 3/4 inch nut spacing up here and 2 1/4 down here, so it's fairly standard fingerstyle setup. I've got, as usual, my gold frets, and the fingerboard has this really nice white purfling line going up and around it, which really sets it off because what I did was I did a black neck. And this is an opaque black neck. It's painted over a one-piece Honduran mahogany neck. So it's a nice stable neck. And with this beautiful kind of deep Florentine cutaway that I did here, I've got some really nice lines going on here that come down from this neck down to this low neck carve here. And it just really has some nice highlights and drama going on with that neck. The top of the guitar and the back are framed in rosewood. This is a East Indian rosewood, I believe. Yes, East Indian. And I've got this paired with a black flame maple black purfling line that goes all the way around the top and the back as well, and really sets everything off quite nicely. I've got a arm bevel here, which is kind of a subtle one. As you can see, it's not real deep or cut in like a lashkin one is, but don't be taken aback or, you know, whatever with this kind of like type of bevel, because it does really give your arm some comfort when you put it over the top of the guitar to play. Playing guitar are like, you know, sound wise on here, this is a small jumbo, so it's a bigger guitar. With this particular wood combination and the way that I braced it with forward shifted Adirondack spruce bracing, and then we use German spruce bracing for the rest of the guitar, it's just a really nice sound. Listen to that sustain. And you really feel this guitar in your chest and going to the vertebrae on your back. It's really quite extraordinary. You hit a harmonic. Wow. It's a great guitar for fingerstyle, whether you play with just your flesh like I do or finger picks. It also sounds really good with a flat pick, which you'll see in the sound demos. So, once again, this will make its debut at the Artisan Guitar Show in Harrisburg, but it's reserved already by Matt Chalka at Eddie's Guitars. So after the Artisan Guitar Show, it will go off to Eddie's Guitars, probably be demoed there by the very capable Matt and Hondro. And so if you want to reserve this guitar, give Matt Chalka a call at Eddie's Guitars. But we'll see you hopefully in April at the Artisan Guitar Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So over and out, and see you later.